Well, another hard-fought game, physical game. Found a way to close it out. They made their run in the third, carried it over into the fourth. But like I said, we found a way to close it out. 2-2, headed to Boston.
Eric Name, ESPN Milwaukee. Joe, what can you say about Giannis and that tip? And at the end, you guys were trying to get him the ball in the pick and roll, couldn't get it to him, and then he's still able to find a way to affect the play late.
Yeah, it's a heck of a play. It's a hustle play. It's one of those. A lot of times on defense, you'll talk about 50-50 balls. Well, that's one there. And great play on his part. Great play to drive it. I thought there was a stretch where we were settling a little bit and taking shots on the perimeter while they were attacking the basket, and we knew we needed to be aggressive as well to continue attacking the basket.
What does it mean for you guys that your star is the one that is making those hustle plays? That wasn't just a backup center. That was your star out there making that play.
Oh, for sure. But we have multiple guys that make plays down the stretch, and I know we're speaking about one play, but Malcolm had a drive for a layup. Malcolm had a big corner three. There were plays throughout the game. Delly picks up a ball to end the first quarter. That's a hustle play. They all matter, but for sure. But Giannis. This is no secret. He works extremely hard. He has a tremendous will to win, tremendous drive to play the game and try and play it the right way. He's having a good series, and we're going to need him to continue to do that. But we need everybody to do that. Like I mentioned, all those plays, those are all big plays throughout the game.
Ivy Chen, JCon Taiwan. Coach, so Thon has 5 block shot, 2 games in a row. How much does he bring to the game defensively, and also how much does Delly bring defensively and offensively beyond what the box score has shown?
That's the one thing about it is those guys bring that effort, energy, and intensity to a game. They had the ability to impact the last game with the things that they did that I just mentioned, effort, energy, intensity. Thon is playing extremely assertive. The block shots are going to stand out because it's something that somebody can see on the stat sheet. But he has a presence out there. They know where he is. Going back to the last game, they had a ball that they shot over the backboard because he had come over to, his presence there. They knew, made it a tougher shot basically. But him and Delly are playing very good. I thought our bench was very, very good tonight. Jabari came in, had another good game. Tony as well. I like the shots that he's taken. Didn't take a lot, but we need him to knock down those shots because he's a quality three-point shooter.
Coach Ben Steele, Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. The last play of the game defensively, what did you tell your team in the timeout, and then what did you see in the execution?
A lot of positives. Don't want to get into what we told them in the timeout exactly on what to do. So ultimately got the stop. Once they came out of the timeout and we saw their alignment, we actually adjusted our alignment, but it didn't change our coverage for what we were doing and found a way to get a stop.
Joe, talking about Chris Middleton, we've said what a great series he's having. Now tonight with 2 big defensive plays at the end, guarding Morris at the end, and also he helped make that strip when they were on the break and you were down a point. Mm-hmm. How big were those plays? And those seem to be key defensive plays at a crucial time in the game.
Yeah, Chris has played very well throughout the series, and as we go through each game, there's going to be plays and things that we're going to talk about as a team and we're going to talk about as individuals in terms of, okay, how did you get beat on this player? What do you need to do? What can be done better? And, Chris, throughout the season, in this series, is continuing to make plays. He was very efficient again on the offensive end. As you said, key plays down the stretch. Some of it that won't even show. One of Chris's best things is being in the right spots. And so he didn't get a lot of shots down the stretch, but that you have to account for him. Defensively, whether he's on the guy with the ball at the end or if he were off, that he's going to be in the right spot to help make a play.
Coach Dan Shaughnessy, Boston Globe. What problems do Brown and Tatum present for you? Are they exactly who you thought they were going to be coming into this?
Yeah. I'm not supposed to say they are who they thought. They're both, Brown obviously tonight played very, very well. Tatum has, he hit some big shots down the stretch here. They're guys that have played with confidence, not only throughout the season, but since the beginning of the season. And they're definitely people that we have accounted for. As you go through, as you get into a series, you're always showing guys and talking about what their tendencies are. But these two have played well, and we have to anticipate that. You always have to anticipate guys being aggressive, finding like in the first few games, Rozier was scoring a lot or doing more than people might have thought he could do. I don't think that's true. You always know guys are capable of doing things, and you have to work to make them to get whatever they earn. Today, obviously stat sheet wise, Brown shot it better, but I thought in the third and fourth quarter as a team, they were aggressive, they were attacking. We have to counter that, meaning defensively getting the stops, understanding they're going to attack us, but then at the other end, attacking them.
Eric Name, ESPN Milwaukee. Joe, when Giannis exits in the first quarter, you guys are up 18-15. When he re-enters, it's 32-21 in the second quarter. How big was that portion of the game where your bench was able to get that lead? And Jabari was a big part of it.
Yeah, absolutely he was. And I would say our bench played very well tonight. Again, alluding to all the things that guys did. Tony Snell doesn't take a high volume of shots, but we want him to knock down shots when he gets them. He is, 40% three-point shooter. So when you're open, be ready to step in your shot and shoot it. Jabari played very well. And he, whether it was offensively, attacking, whether it was cutting, knocking down a shot, need him to do that. Defensively, continue to do the things that we've talked about. Need him to be in the right spots, hustle plays. If there's a ball on the floor, get after it. We got to win. We have to win that battle. And Thon and Delly, we've already alluded to, but I think all of them on the floor tonight were a positive for us in regards to coming in and not waiting for the game to happen, like coming in and attacking the game.
2 steals and 3 blocks for Jabari. How big was that to have that kind of impact defensively?
We need everybody. Whenever you win a series, you're going to win it because everybody contributes. That's huge for Jabari. I'll go back again to Game 3. He has possessions where there isn't it. One in particular does end up in a turnover for them. Wasn't necessarily a steal, but he's down in a stance. He's locked in. It was off of a situation where he gets matched up on the guy, and he's playing. He's solid. We need that from him every night, but it's not fair to say just him because we like Delly being able to pick up and guard Rozier when Bled goes out. That's huge. Or being able to disrupt their timing on getting into their offense. So Jabari was good again tonight. And you know what? We're going to need him, and we're going to need more.
Nick Friedel, ESPN.com. You've been around in the league for a long, long time. When you have a player of Giannis's caliber, what does it do for the rest of the group when he's able to deliver like he was down the stretch here?
It's great. I think for us, the one thing, there's no secret in regards to needing players to be able to close out games. That's huge. But we have multiple guys that can do that. Like I said, Chris didn't get a lot of touches down the stretch. Malcolm hits a huge corner 3 for us. Malcolm has a huge drive for us. We have multiple guys that are capable of making shots and making plays. It doesn't have to be the shot. Giannis gets the tip. It's like there's other guys that are capable, and that's the value of the team and the guys on the floor at the end of the game. We have had games where Bled has made plays to close it out. Chris has made plays and shots to close it out. Obviously, Giannis. Jabari is capable of doing it. Malcolm is capable of doing it. And everybody has to be out there ready to do their part.